Hey YouTube. So when I was 14, I picked up this book, Feet of Clay by Terry Pratchett, and I don't remember exactly how I came across it, if I just found it somewhere or if somebody recommended it to me, but I started reading it and I loved it. It was like one of the best books I'd ever read, and it was everything about it I loved. It was the crazy sort of mythological characters, the golems, which is what this book is about mainly, which he takes and does like wonderful, funny things with, and the story arc in general, and the characters he creates, and I could go on. Everything about this book I loved. It was one of my favourite books. And when I got to the end, I saw that it was 19th in a series, but I thought this book stood fine in its own right. I hadn't ever guessed that it was part of a series. So I started reading the rest of the books in the series, which is the Discworld novels. And long story short, over a number of years I finished all of the books in the series. And when I finished, Terry Pratchett was still alive and was still writing. So from that point on, I bought every new Discworld book he wrote immediately and read it. And you can see that's when the hardbacks start coming in. But Terry Pratchett died in March, and he was writing right up to the end of his life. And when he died, there was still a couple of books left to be published, and the last one ever of those books was published a month ago in September, and it was this one, The Shepherd's Crown. I read that just recently, and it was fantastic. And now I can definitively say I've read every last Discworld book that ever was or ever will be published, in this universe at least. So, what I want to do is read them all again in order, because Feet of Clay I read over 10 years ago, and to be honest I've forgotten quite a lot of it, and that goes for most of the books here. And I didn't read them in order at all. I read them really haphazardly, because that's the thing about the Discworld novels, is that... Sorry about that. Police car. The thing about the Discworld novels is that each of them stands completely on its own right. You don't have to have read any prior novels to it to completely get it and appreciate it. But I want to see. I want to read them all in order, from the first one, The Colour of Magic, to the last one, The Shepherd's Crown again. And that's what this YouTube channel is going to be. I'm going to read each one, and I'm going to review it with a video review. They're going to be reviews of the books in their own right, but as a die-hard Discworld nerd, I cannot help but compare them with other books, compare them with the series as a whole, give maybe hints as to what might come up later, etc, etc. I don't know what it'll take. It'll probably take over a year. It's going to be good. If you like the Discworld novels, subscribe to this channel. If you have heard of the Discworld novels and you're not sure, watch a couple of videos and maybe subscribe to the channel and read them all. There's never going to be another one now. There's exactly 41 Discworld novels, and there'll never be a 42nd. That's a bit Douglas Adams, isn't it? Yeah, so I can't say exactly how frequently I'll put up videos. It'll take me probably between a week and 2 weeks to finish each book, and then probably another day or so to make a video. So expect, I don't know, about every 10 days or so for there to be a new video about the next book. The first book, the first video review, will be The Colour of Magic, and hopefully that'll just be up in a day or so. So I hope you'll join me on this crazy adventure. Thanks for watching. See you next time.